Welcome to another episode of the Monte Carlo Show. Of course, I am your host, Monte Carlo. You already know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it.
This is Nehemiah Shamant, and you are now tuned into my album, Monte Carlo, on the Monte Carlo Show. Shalom.
You're now tuned into the Monte Carlo Show. You dig what I'm talking about? Eat that! Woo!
It's your boy DJ Kryptonite repping that 100.1 The Beat, iHeartRadio, Coalition DJs, and you know I bust them stupid old moves. But right now, you tapped in with my dog, my brother, Monte Carlo on the Monte Carlo Show. Make sure you hit that button, like and subscribe. And as always, keep busting stupid old moves, brother. I see you.
What's up, y'all? This Daisy Hunter, a.k.a. Cognac Slim, and y'all already know I'm checking in to the Monte Carlo Show. Ooh, this is my song.
I'd like to welcome y'all to the Monte Carlo Show. Up entertainment. I'm about to take you on a wild ride. It's the Monte Carlo Show. We got a lot to discuss. We in the manosphere and every topic is up. The hello with shalom. The plan in effect is to level up your home. Be the best version of yourself and measure up your own. We all got dreams. Set a schedule for your role when you're setting up your goals. We hard working. This the channel for the truth. This beyond purpose. Getting paper cutting green like a lawn service. This a black man channel. I know y'all nervous, but we at y'all service. Anything you want to talk about, let's talk about it. The Monte Carlo Show, the truth, we all about it. Perspectives, show some push objectives, and we ain't gonna stop till our message is effective. These days, hating is selective, but the Monte Carlo Show will always be respected. It's the Monte Carlo Show. Come take this ride with us. It's the Monte Carlo Show. If you got drive, you up. It's the Monte Carlo Show. We getting the streets right, on the road to riches, and every light's a green light. It's the Monte Carlo Show. It's the Monte Carlo. It's the Monte Carlo Show. It's the Monte Carlo. It's the Monte Carlo Show. It's the Monte Carlo. It's the Monte Carlo Show. It's the Monte Carlo Show. Another one.
Thank you. You're far too kind. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's happening? I'm back with another one. I'm back with another episode. Today's topic. Even the animals know better. Even the animals know better. Well, what do you mean by even the animals know better, Monte Carlo? I'm glad that you asked that question. Yeah. See, we tend to live in a society where everything is up is down, what's left is right, what's wrong is right, and what's right is wrong. Yeah. Let's get into it. So, listen, go ahead and grab your libations. Go ahead and get, your favorite drink, your favorite snack. You know what I'm saying? This might be a little, you know what I'm saying? Come take this ride with us. You know what I mean? Come take this ride with us. You feel me? Shout out to everybody that tunes into the channel. I really appreciate your attendance. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Even the animals know better. Now, what I'm gonna get into is I'm gonna use some audio from one of social media's known platforms, or a known guy in the YouTube space by the name of Anton Daniels, and I'm going to play audio from one of his panels. This conversation was held, I want to say, about a year and some change ago, if I'm not mistaken. And it was in regards to same-sex marriage, same-sex relationships. Okay, and of course we know, or for those of you that are on YouTube, Anton Daniels, you know, is a known public figure, especially in the YouTube streets. And he has a panel that he, you know, that he hosts here and there on his channel, and he has multiple channels from what I understand. But this is from his particular channel, Anton Daniels. So I'm gonna play some audio, and I'm gonna, you know, chime in and commentate throughout this conversation, and we're gonna, you know, just, hey, like I said, get your popcorn, get your favorite snack, get your favorite libation, get your favorite drink, whatever you do. Sit back and let's get into it. Now we're gonna start with a conversation between Miss Candace Owens, who is also a known YouTube figure, along with a fella named Don Lemon, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys, I believe he was on, I can't believe what news network that he used to be on, but this is a conversation right here between Mr. Don Lemon and Mrs. Candace Owens. Let's go.
What do you think about same-sex marriage?
It's a sin.
I think I'm sinful because I'm married to a man.
Yeah.
You do?
Yes, you're sinning. You are in a sinful relationship. I actually don't believe marriage can be between two men. So I don't.
But you understand, though, Candace, and maybe we're not going to agree on this now. I thought we would. Do you understand, though, that the same Bible verses and the same scriptures that are used to call same-sex marriage sinful are used to call interracial marriage sinful as well? And so there are people who would say that you are in a sinful marriage.
Can you tell me which verse it is that would make people say?
The thing is that it's actually not there, and that people twist the Bible verses. That's my whole point. Thank you for proving that. It's people using and interpreting scripture in a way that they want to interpret it. I don't believe that I'm in a sinful marriage, but there are people who believe, Candace Owens, that you are in a sinful marriage because you are in an interracial marriage.
Oh my God, what the hell? Oh my God, no way,
We don't do that here.
bruh.
Hey yo, Don Lemon pulled that off so smooth. Like, so in other words, he's telling her, okay, well listen, so you think that because I'm married to a man, having that I am a man, that I'm in sin, but yet you being married to a white man as a black woman isn't a sin. So let's get into it. Dog, it's crazy how whacked up this world is, man. For real, it's crazy how whacked up this world is, man. All praise due to the Most High, man. Let's go ahead and get to it. So let's start at Genesis chapter 2. Chapter 2 started at let me see. Let's go to verse 18, chapter 2. And the Most High God said, "It is not good that a man should be alone. I will make him a helper comparable to him." Out of the ground the Most High formed every beast of the field and every bird of the air, and brought them to Adam to see what he would call them. And whatever Adam called each living creature, that was its name. So Adam gave names to all cattle, all the birds of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helper comparable to him. And the Most High God caused a deep sleep to fall on Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh in its place. Then the rib, which the Most High had taken from Adam, he made into a woman. He made into a woman. And he brought her to man, Adam. And Adam said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. It says she here. I don't see he. It says she. She shall be called woman."
Women.
She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. So Eve will be called a woman because she was taken out of man, which is Adam. That right there will completely negate whatever Don Lemon was talking about. Let's just keep that right there. Now, these ain't my words. This is right out of Genesis, right? This is right out of Genesis. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Marriage. And I say that.
Okay.
Hold on.
Why he was trying to condemn
Sorry, guys.
her marriage, but then
I
said,
apologize.
"Oh,
Let's start
it's
back.
safe marriage to use."
Let's start back. Let's start back. Told y'all.
And that people twist the Bible verse.
Yeah.
And that people twist the Bible verses. That's my whole point. So thank you for proving that. It's people using and interpreting scripture in a way that they want to interpret it. I don't believe that I'm in a sinful marriage, but there are people who believe, Candace Owens, that you are in a sinful marriage because you are in an interracial marriage. And I say that.
Is safe marriage and interracial marriages a thing?
So now we're about to get into the actual, the Anton Daniels, his panel, about this subject. And it's one particular person in this panel that I wanted to point out. It's the guy that's going to end up playing. He said, well, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Let me see here. He goes by the name of, on this particular panel with this subject matter, he goes by the name of Talks with 2K, Tukay. So it's a panel of, I think it's at least about 7 people on here, maybe 5 to 7 people roughly, including Anton Daniels on this. So let's get into their sentiments on this matter, right?
So I find it funny that he tried to use the Bible as his reasoning and rationale on why he was trying to condemn her marriage, but then said, oh no, it's not really in there. It's just a feeling. And then you use that feeling to justify why you felt like your relationship isn't sinful, even though it's actually in the Bible.
Okay. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate on this because I think we all gonna agree, right? So I don't feel like it's a sin because in the Bible it say it's better to leave your semen in the belly of a whore than on the floor. So oh my God, what the hell? Oh my God, no way,
We don't do that here.
My boy. Did you just say, without any scriptural knowledge? Boy, did you just say? Boy, did you just say?
Jesus Christ.
Boy, did you just say that it's better? The Bible said, I'm gonna play. This nigga said, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. The scriptures, and then he quoted a scripture that ain't even in the Bible. This man said, the Bible says, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. The Bible says, ain't it better to leave your semen on the belly of a prostitute or of a whore than it is to spill it on the ground? This is one of Anton Daniels' people that he had on his panel. And yet, with somebody like me, you look for opportunities in the YouTube spaces and, certain people that have names for themselves and stuff like that. It's hard for me to get in contact with the likes of such. To have all these panels and stuff like that with all these people asserting their opinions. The Bible don't even say that, my boy. You weird as hell, boy. Let's go.
I think it'd be better to leave your semen in some booty hole versus the floor.
I'm out. I can't.
I'm trying to play devil's advocate with this.
So that's kind of his point, right? Is how everybody looks to the Bible.
Interpret the Bible how they want to.
To interpretation, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get this straight. So us as human beings, right? Yeah. So you telling me just because you put just because it's the Bible, and it would specifically say something that you can interpret it in a different way? Help me understand. Help me understand. So, if I were to cut on the stove, and I got the directions on the stove that came with the stove, I got the directions. Okay, you hit the switch, turn it on, this will get hot. Keep out of reach of children. Matter of fact, let's stick to that. When you buy something, a device or some whatever, and it says keep out of reach of children, how can I interpret that as, well, maybe I should keep it out of reach of children, but not really, because you can interpret that different ways. Keep out of reach of children meaning that, maybe they can't reach it and they just can't get to it, so they can't reach it. Or does it mean you store it away somewhere, whatever this is, to where a child can't get to it? Different interpretations of the Bible when it's specific? Let's go. Ridiculous.
Yo. No, it's not.
But there's no interpretation in the Bible that
according to how you see it and how you feel.
I volunteer as tribute for LGBTHS tonight.
It's not according to how you feel or interpretation or anything like that. That's all false in order for people to try to justify how it is that you want to live. If you want to do what you want to do, that's fine. The problem is that, and she went a little bit further into the.
And I agree with Anton Daniels. That's Anton Daniels speaking right there. If you want to do what you want to do, I feel the same way. Hey, that's fine, man. That's fine. That's for me and my household. You already know what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? You do what you do. That's between you and the Most High. Just like with me. Whatever. Hey, listen. Between me and the Most High. But that's between you and the Most High. So I agree with Anton there. Let's go.
Further into the conversation is that people try to press their views on other people. That's the problem. I don't have to necessarily agree with you, but I'm not going to prevent you from doing what you want to do as long as it's not illegal or it's not actually affecting my lifestyle. But then they try to justify other people and force them to see things the way you see it. And I'm never going to be logical for a man to be bent over and getting bussed down by another man. And under no circumstances does that make sense.
I agree with him right there as well. Under no circumstances does that make sense. Under no circumstances does that make sense. Even the animals know better. Even the animals know better, right? Even the animals know better. Let's go.
I'm trying to play devil's advocate because I know we all the same. Listen.
Here he go playing devil's advocate again. Once again, this guy's name on this particular panel, his name, he went by Talks with 2K, Tukay. And I'm sure that he has his own YouTube channel as well. But Talks with 2K is the guy that's chiming in playing devil's advocate with his weird ass. Fuck wrong with this dude, man. Let's go.
I'm trying to play devil's advocate because I know we all the same. Listen, remove the Bible from it. It does not make sense for another man to be bent over by another man. It's not even, it doesn't make sense. Now, you can do what you want to do. And nobody is saying that you can't do what you want to do. But if you're just looking at it logically, that don't work.
Yo, for Anton Daniels to be this quote-unquote devout Christian, right? Now, he's a bag chaser. He likes to get to the money, and that's his whole little MO. I'm going to teach you how to get to the bag. I'm going to teach you how to get to the money. And recent things have come out about this guy, really, you know what I'm saying, that I take Anton Daniels with a grain of salt because, you know what I'm saying, I really, once all the receipts have been shown and stuff like that, really, I can't really rock with my boy like that because my boy, like, it's just too much, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, just like you said, you do what you do, But don't be online talking about this, hollering about Christianity and this, that, and the other. But you know what I'm saying? You have some really questionable ways about yourself and highly questionable statements that you make in regards, especially with you being so vocal about being a traditional and devout Christian. Let's go.
Word. It's shit that's supposed to come out of that.
I mean, but if you could put that in a woman body part, what she supposed to come out?
That don't make sense either.
Yeah, dude, you freak out.
And she went into that also. She said that don't make sense either. Now you can do what you want to do, but I'm straight.
You was a freaky guy about 4 weeks ago now. I remember that.
No, you ain't never. Listen, I've done literally thousands.
So this guy's pretty much saying, this devil's advocate, and this is Anton Daniels, and this devil's advocate guy talks with 2K. 2K is saying, oh, well, you can do the same thing with a woman that, the homosexual would do with a man. And that's not a problem. Listen, man. You know what? I'm not even going to, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm not even going to, that's your wife, my boy. In my opinion, you do whatever to her that she's comfortable with, and she can do whatever you comfortable with. However you rock, whatever you do in your bedroom, that's your business. But that ain't the topic of today's conversation. Even the animals know better. We talking about a man laying with a man, a woman laying with a woman, blase, this, that, and the other. And now you want to talk about all this little nuance stuff, man. Get the fuck out my face, man. Let's go.
Thousands of videos and live streams. I have never, ever, under no circumstance, I will pay you $10,000 if you can find a video where I've ever said that I was willing to do that. Go on a shoot.
You ain't say you was gonna do that.
I've never ever said that.
You telling how you was on that freaky stuff, but you ain't say nothing about that.
Never. Ever.
So I'm of the impression, I don't think it's wrong, cause I'm playing devil's advocate, y'all. All right, I'm just trying to.
You got to be a silly ass Negro to keep sitting here talking about you playing devil's advocate. It's maybe 5 other people on this panel. You want to be the idiot. You want to be the nincompoop. You want to be boy. I don't know who the hell raised your ass, boy. I don't know who the hell raised you to be so open-minded that you want to play devil's advocate concerning this particular topic and subject matter. Goof ass nigga, let's go.
For the sake of conversation. Even if a woman wanted to eat my ass, if he want to put in that work, what Bible verse is gonna stop him? Because technically, all of y'all sinning, including you, because the only thing you supposed to be doing is missionary, Anton, as a Christian man. That's it.
This? Yo, where, man. Where's my, I can't even, boy.
Bruh.
What this, listen to what this boy just said. Listen to what he just said.
That's it. To eat my ass. If he want to put in that work, what Bible verse is gonna stop him? Because technically, all of y'all sinning, including you, because the only thing you supposed to be doing is missionary, Anton, as a Christian man. That's it. Now, do I got to pull up the verse?
Yeah.
Well, so no sin is greater than others. So if I want to get my ass ate,
pull it up.
What?
Dog, what's going on here, man?
Bruh.
Wait a minute. First of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
This man said that the only position that Anton Daniels was supposed to do as a Christian is missionary.
Bruh.
Man, listen. This man said the only position Anton Daniels is supposed to do as a Christian man is missionary. There are missionaries in the Christian church, you stupid ass. Boy, where did you even get this from, Devil's Advocate? Talks with 2K. And Anton, you had the nerve to have this guy on your panel? What's wrong? Dog. Let's go, man.
Too much. Like, even in TVs, the movies, the commercials, like, I'm seeing too much man on man. Like, I think it's like in my face too much. Like, I don't like it. Like, can we go back to like 5 years ago? We didn't have it in our face so much. Nope. Why every show and every movie now I gotta see men?
Because the most popular sites in the world are porn sites.
So Anton says this nigga's supposed to have the bag. He's supposed to have the bag, be about Christian fundamentals, and I'm a Christian, and me and my wife been together since this time, and I only got my one wife, and then we got this baby together, you know, this child together. And I'm the pretty much the standard for male Christianity and stuff like that. Then he goes on to say here, oh no, well, everything's off the board. Everything is fair game, because I'm going to tell you why it's thrown in your face so much. Why every time you see, watch a series, or you go to the movies, or you see a commercial, I'm going to tell you why it's being thrown in your face is because the number one seller is X sites. That's his logic for telling the panel and the people that might watch this particular episode, which I might be able to pin this particular episode in the description, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, so that you can watch it for yourselves. But you're saying that because of these sites, that's why it's thrown in your face? No, Anton. It shouldn't be thrown in your face. That's the point of the lady on your panel saying that she's tired of seeing it. And heck, me and my wife will sit down and watch certain series, and we'll get into the series. We'll get into the movie. And guess what happens? All of a sudden, you got this type of obscure behavior going on. You got this type of nonsense going on. All I want to do is watch a good series. All I want to do is watch a good movie. And guess what you do? You throw it in my face. I don't throw in your face because I'm married. When I go out with my wife, I don't be tongue kissing her down in public, or fondling her in public and acting all erotic and sexual with her in public. I say that for our house. I say that for our bedroom. And that's the difference. The fuck wrong with y'all? And Anton, nigga, you that's why I can't really get, I don't give a fuck about how much money you know how to make, how much money you got. But nigga, you be saying some stupid shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Wealth don't equal to wisdom. Wealth don't equal to wisdom, my boy. Wealth does not equate to wisdom.
It's been like that though, but what does it have to do with, like, we're just normalizing too much stuff that should not be normalized in today?
What do you mean? Because everything is a free-for-all now. That's the way that it goes. There are no more rules. Listen, the minute that y'all started to justify it and y'all started to make it logical, we're now getting to the point to where I've seen different people advocating for legislation over in California to where they're justifying the logic behind you can't help who you like and you can't help who you love. And so as a result of that, how can you then prevent people that didn't like little kids and say that they weren't born that way?
See what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying about this dude, Anton Daniels, man? Now, this is supposed to be the male face of the Christian man, like the Christian man. This is supposed to be somebody who knows those scriptures, who knows the Bible, frequently attends church, along with his wife and child. And this is what he says. He's referencing, not only is he saying this stuff, but he's referencing laws and stuff that were passed in California. When you, my sir, you, my boy, are from Detroit, or at least you say you're from Detroit. That's my second home, and I mean, that's like my second home. Now, I'm a Southern boy. I'm from South Carolina, but I'm very familiar with Detroit. You're supposed to be from Detroit. What the government and the rules and laws and regulations and stuff in California got to do with your ass, nigga? And not only that, even if they did pass these laws in California, what they got to do with the Bible that you be telling people you believe in, Anton? Goofy ass nigga.
If you were born a certain way, how can you then make the argument against people that say, well, they were born a certain way as far as what it is that they desire and how they sexualize people that's younger than them?
It's already happening, aren't they?
If there are no rules, and you can say, listen, I feel like I'm a woman, even though you were biologically born a man. If you say that you were born gay, right? How can the logic that they're making is, how can you then justify or then say or hold these people accountable based off of how they say that they were born also, or how they say that they identify also?
So let's get into that bullshit. This is Anton Daniels speaking again as a Christian man now. He's supposed to be speaking as a Christian, heterosexual man. And you heard what the man just said, right? Let's get into it. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 18. Let me see something here. I do got my New King James Version Bible in here. And let's not get it twisted. Don't put me in a box, because actually this ain't the only book that I use to do my studies concerning my Most High God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Elohim of Israel, who created, Jacob was later named Israel, who had the 12 sons, which developed the 12 tribes of Israel. So let's not get it twisted. But this is the reference point, since this is what most of y'all use anyway, especially our folk. You know what I'm saying? Our people. So let's go to Leviticus 18. Leviticus 18:22. Leviticus 18:22. Let's get to it. You know what? I'll do 22, but we could actually start at 20. Leviticus 18:20. But then I'm gonna do 22. But y'all go back and start from 20 and then carry on. You shall not lie with a male as with a woman. It is an abomination. Nor shall you mate with any animal to defile yourself with it. Nor shall any woman stand before an animal to mate with it. It is perversion. Damn. Am I leaving that to my own interpretation too? Did the scriptures just not clearly say, you shall not lie with a male as with a woman? It is an abomination? Leviticus 18:22 moving forward? And you can start at 20? And that'll take you back to the Epstein files type stuff? Hold up, did I read that right? Maybe I don't necessarily got my glasses on, but did I read that right? Leviticus 18:22, guys. Let's go.
You know, it's a very convenient thing for the country to push LGBT, because that's a way to reduce the population of natural-born Americans. You bring in illegal aliens to shore it up. They're going to be the new voter base. They're going to bring a different kind of culture that's going to reduce crime. It's going to reduce violence in some of these places. So rather than just trying to deal with y'all, trying to help y'all, trying to give you resources, we just kill you off. We put the abortion centers right there, right next to where you live at. We'll push LGBT stuff to your children when they grow. They don't have any kids. So that's a way to reduce our population, to kind of kill us off and then bring in new people. Right now, you're being replaced. And then people that vote for your Joe Bidens are kind of just ushering it in and say it's all good. Love is love, right? But you don't realize you're signing your own death certificate.
Okay. I recall a portion of this panel, or Anton Daniels, weird ass. And you know, honestly, if I met you in public, if I met you like for real, like in real life, and this conversation came up, bro, like I spark you up, bro. Like I'd roast you on this one. Like what are you talking about? Like I doubt that this conversation come up, because this was a particular conversation based on this day in this panel. But if we were to have a conversation about this, your YouTube fame, your fortune means nothing. Wealth don't equal to wisdom. All right. What if somebody's born this way and then they feel like, oh, you looking for Bruce? No, it's Caitlyn. No, you looking for Bruce. Anton is looking for Bruce and Caitlyn. So let's get into this then. So somebody born that I was born this way. I was born the Most High made me this way. Really? Really? Hey, listen, I told y'all, get your popcorn, get your libations, get everything ready, because it's gonna be a long ride now. We taking a trip. We're not staying local. We taking a trip. Ride with me. You feel me? Ride with me. You feel me? Ride with your boy. Let's go to Deuteronomy 22, verse 5. A woman shall not wear anything that pertains to a man. Oh, y'all still there? Oh, okay, cool. I just want to make sure. A woman shall not wear anything that pertains to a man, nor shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all who do so are an abomination to the Most High your God. Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's what it just said. A woman shall not wear anything that pertains to a man, nor shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all who do so are an abomination to the Most High your God. So all you know what I'm saying? Hey, like I said, you do what you do. What your business is your business. How you want to conduct yourself, carry yourself, that's how you want to carry yourself. But I also know that a lot of y'all that live that type of lifestyle also be in the church a lot. You be in the church a lot. You know what I'm saying? Are you in the church? I don't know what positions you got in the church. Usually in the choir, from what I've been seeing. I don't know. But you in the church. Usually in the choir. But yeah, you have different roles too. And this is what you go to the church to read, ain't it? And I said this was specifically out of the book. Okay? Deuteronomy 22, verse 5. Let's go. Am I tripping? Hold on.
Not a big deal, right? You
How did I know you was gonna say that?
Okay, because I'm a Christian, right? I'm a devout Christian. That's why I'm living my life the way I am and all of that, right?
Trigger.
All right.
God don't say nothing about no head.
Okay.
Exactly.
But outside of that, people have a right to love who they want to love, and I know that's already been said. But it shouldn't be a matter of like, you know, person have a right to get married to who they want to get married to, right? Their love for the same sex is not affecting anybody who is straight. That's what I'm saying. And you can't just
See, this is another reason why I don't listen to you. I don't listen to you punk ass women, cause your dumb ass just got up on here talking about you a Christian, and you saying that everybody should have the right to love who they need to love. Yeah, that's true according to human law. But if you're talking about you're a Christian according to the Most High's law, statute, commandments, that what you talking about, you're speaking abomination. Didn't I just read to y'all idiots what the scriptures say? Didn't I just do that? Isn't it an abomination? Isn't it a perverse action? It's a perversion. It's an abomination. But your goof ass, as a woman, as a Christian woman, will get on here and tell everybody, oh, it's okay who you love. You love who you love. What? And this is the reason why I don't mess with Christian women and I stay out of the Christian church. I'm glad and I give all praise to the Most High that he took me and my mind, my body, and my spirit up out of that Christian church, around the men and the women that put themselves in that building and spew the same bullshit rhetoric that this woman talking about right now that's on this panel with Anton Daniels and this devil's advocate guy talks with 2K. Stupid.
And you can't justify the pedophilia aspect of it because that is now endangerment of a child is going to cause harm to another person. But me liking the same sex is not going to cause harm if these are two.
Pedophilia ain't got shit to do with a man being with a man and a woman being with a woman and blase. So you can shut that stupid shit up, your dumb ass. I don't even know how you made it on this High Rollers panel. Since he a Christian that makes so much money and he's well-to-do. What the hell pedophilia got to do with it? And even if you want to talk about pedophilia, the Bible got scriptures about that too, stupid.
Women.
What?
Two adults who are making a consenting decision to be together.
How
So I
so?
just don't
But
think
the reason why most men are gay is because they were molested by men when they were younger. So in California, they have a law that says, well, look, if you're a 15-year-old male, it's not going to be illegal for you to have sex with a 25-year-old male because they know that's how the homosexual relationships start. It's with the older man and the younger man. That's usually how it is. They get molested. So now they're trying to say that's a rite of passage for gay men. They're trying to make it be about a gay thing rather than an age
happening
thing.
in the laws.
Yeah, in California right now, look it up. Scott Wiener, that's I think it's senator or house rep, had passed that. Look it up.
Oh, I got a better one for you.
That's referenced specifically in Leviticus 18 and 22.
Let me answer your question. So the age of consent applies to most people, but when you're looking at certain situations, like let's say there's a small gap, like if the girl's 16 and the boy's 19 and they went to school together or something like that, that could be an exception. But when you're talking about homosexual men, they'll make it a bigger exception. Okay, because he's gay, it's a rite of passage, quote unquote, to be with an older man. So they're going to make that whole thing be an exception as well.
I really at this point don't understand what point this particular guy is trying to make with that statement. And then the thing about it is y'all keep referring back to California. California, the home of Bohemian Grove, like the home of, you got San Francisco out there. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got the home of Bohemian Grove, San Francisco out that way. Thousands upon thousands of children over the years have been gone missing. You got all kinds of weird, debaucherous, wicked, evil stuff going on up in them hills. In Hollywood and in California up in them hills. You got a whole bunch of evil, demonic stuff going on, practices going on up that way. And y'all want to keep referencing California? When nobody on this panel is from California, as far as I know, and even if you was from California, so what? Why y'all keep referencing California for? Out of all places. Last thing you want to do on this panel is reference California, Nevada, and Atlanta. Atlanta, Las Vegas, San Francisco. We'll get back to that.
Oh, they already passed a law literally this month. Gavin Newsom just signed it into legislation to where if you have a kid, and you can actually look this up, I literally reported on it last week. If you have a child and that child is in, let's just say, elementary school or middle school or even high school, it doesn't matter, any of the three, right? And they're in school, and then they go to school, and then they say that they want to be identified as a girl, or that they are actually gay, or their pronouns or this, that, whatever, right? That it is against the law for a teacher to then out the kid by contacting the parent and saying, this is what your kid is doing in school. They are protecting the children in school with the legislation by saying that it is illegal for the teachers to then participate in making sure that the parents are aware of what the kid is requesting, regardless of how old the kid is in school.
All right, Anton, your stupid ass sounds even stupid. Nigga, you sound like the dumbest of the... I can't, boy, you done pissed me, boy. Nigga, your voice pissing me off at this point. Nigga, your face pissing me off at this point. Your whole demeanor is pissing me off, nigga. You making me mad. You're really pissing me off, my boy. The fuck wrong with you? The fuck wrong with you, dog? Hey, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, dog? What are you talking about? Gavin Newsom, he passed the legislation. I actually did a such and such about this, and I actually said this about it in my last week. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody care. Boy, you pissing me off, boy. Your voice is pissing me off right now. I just read to you that it said in the scriptures, men shall not wear women's clothing, women shall not wear men's clothing. It is a perversion in the eyes of the Most High. And instead of your dumb ass bringing out these scriptures and telling your panel, and then the people that might not be on the panel but are subscribed to your channel, because you got way more subscribers than I do, way more views and followings than I have. Your ass don't even use your panel to really go to the source. Oh, you know why? I guess it's because everything that's written and read in this book can be interpreted in different ways. Dumbass. Boy, you know what I wish the Most High would do is give me your whatever all this money you saying that you got, your net worth or whatever it is you got that you on YouTube looking like you living the life. I wish he found a way to just distribute that to my account. Cause you motherfucker, man. Oh boy, you making my head hurt. I'm about to get up and take a Tylenol, boy. I'm about to get up and take a Tylenol, nigga. Extra strength with a ginger ale. Ew, man. Man, look at here, man. We gonna get back to it. Let's go.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is a literal law that was passed this month in California and signed into legislation by Gavin Newsom himself.
And a lot of these schools will pretty much brainwash the kids into being LGBT. They'll show them this stuff every day. They have pornographic books full of illustrations for children elementary school. They have pornographic books showing male-on-male sexual intercourse, female-on-female, same thing. So a lot of these celebrities' kids are going to these kind of schools, to these kind of private schools, really upscale. And a lot of the kids come back home, non-binary, at 6, 7, 8 years old. They're being put on puberty blockers, which are nothing but sterilization drugs. There's all kind of stuff going on. And we don't even know the long-term effects of these drugs. They did a study in Sweden where kids were being put on puberty blockers. But they said the girls, their spines didn't even fuse all the way properly because of the puberty blockers. So they're hunched over at 30 years old and they die early.
But we acting like this is something new. This has literally been around since the biblical days. And people, they've been gay for that long. People have been gay for that long.
Hey, shut your stupid ass up. Ain't nobody trying to hear from the devil's advocate. Mr. Talks with 2K, ain't nobody trying to hear that. People been gay since biblical times. Duh. Stupid motherfucker, what you talking about? Nigga, if that's the case, then why you had all this devil's advocate shit to say at the beginning of the talk of this panel? Well, if I was on this panel, I'd have been shut your stupid ass down. You'd have had to log off. You'd have had to unplug your computer. You'd have to cut your bright lights off. I would have had to turn your TV off, homeboy. Cut everything off. I had to go to the breaker box and flip all the switches, bro. Everything in your house need to be shut down, boy. Fuck wrong with you, goof ass nigga, man? Hey, listen. See, that I keep niggas like that away from me. I keep people like that away from me. Now you want to get on here and talk about some damn biblical reference and all those other people been this way since biblical time. We gonna get back to that shit too. But man, sit your goof ass down somewhere. Lame ass nigga.
That long. And then, like, to go back to the whole, this dude was touched, so he touched somebody else. That logic don't hold up because who was the first dude to fiend for another dude?
All right, check this out. Let's get to this then. 1 Corinthians chapter 6. Chapter 6, verse 9. Do you not know that the unrighteous will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived. Neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor homosexuals. Huh? Maybe I misread that. Huh? What'd you say, Caitlin? Caitlin? Huh? Oh. Nor homosexuals, nor sodomites, nor sodomites. Let me see something. Nor homosexuals, nor sodomites, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners will inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Correction. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. What are y'all talking about? And Anton, why ain't your punk ass pointing these things out? And yeah, disrespectfully, but respectfully, why ain't you pointing these things out, Christian man?
But that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it do, because in order for him to fiend for another dude, he had to been touched.
No. Listen, it doesn't make sense.
Wait a minute, it ain't just 1 to 1. It can spread exponentially because you can have one person that does something and then that
it can, but okay, if that's the only way it started, who was the first person to do it?
See, but if you have one person that gets touched, that person could go touch 20 other people, and then it'll multiply. It's not just 1 to 1.
I get it, but the first person, it's like the first person, he had to been touched. By who?
But here's the key though. That's like saying, because again, I don't believe in any sin, right? And I also believe that, a lot of people are.
Oh my God! What the hell? Oh my God! No way! Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Let's
A lot of people or most
let's
people are a work in
let's play
progress.
back what
Here's the-
Anton
here's
Daniels
the
just
key.
said.
So just because it's been around for a long time does not mean that we start to normalize it.
Hold on, well, they do justify murder, and
Hold on.
We don't try to justify or add logic to taking another man's life. And so,
Hold on.
you know, a lot of people or most people are a work in progress.
They could go touch 20 other people, and then it'll multiply. It's not just 1 to 1.
Let's go.
I get it, but the first person, it's like the first person, he had to been touched. By who?
But here's the key though. That's like saying, because again, I don't believe in any sin, right? And
Okay, so Anton Daniels said that he don't believe in any sin. He don't believe in any sin?
Bruh. What?
Oh, come on, Anton. Like, bro, wealth does not equate to wisdom, man. Wealth does not equate to wisdom.
all right. And I also believe that, you know, a lot of people or most people are a work in progress. But here's the key. Murder has been around since the beginning of time, but we don't sit here and justify it.
Facts, but we don't
try to justify or add logic to taking another man's life. And so just because it's been around for a long time does not mean that we start to normalize it.
Hold on, well, they do justify murder, and
how was that?
Hold on, wait. Let me get to the point. Then we can hit that up. Okay. They do justify murder, but they never said that only people that murder people are the people that have been murdered before. So, So he's saying the only way to be gay is being touched by somebody.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said. He said that a lot of the people that exhibit this type of behavior often at times.
And I'm saying that can't be true because the first person to
that
do
is
it
absolutely true. Most
No. I get that it's true and that it happens, but I'm saying the logic doesn't hold up because the first person that ever did it wasn't touched.
Listen.
What are we talking about?
The fact of the
It doesn't
matter
make any
is,
sense. Your argument doesn't make any sense. It's like, where are we even going with that? What are you trying to? What are you trying to get across with that argument? I don't understand.
What I'm getting across is that you saying that it's because people touch people because people have been touched. And I'm saying that that's not the reason that they gay. It's because the first person that ever touched somebody ever in the world was never touched.
Man, listen, this damn talks with 2K, brother. You need your ass whipped. You need your ass kicked, bro. I'm talking about you need a good old fashioned passionate ass whipping. I'm talking about you need a good old fashioned passionate ass whipping, bro. That's how I feel about you, for real. And the fact that Anton would allow your ass to be on this panel with this talking point, and yet me personally, you know, I'm in these YouTube streets and all this other stuff, whatever you want to call it, I'm having a hard time finding people that have been in these streets for years and established themselves, and I'm having a hard time getting myself known, getting my face out there. But you know, at the end of the day, that's a whole nother conversation. But yet, I get to see or hear you talking shit or saying bullshit. Talks with 2K on Anton Daniels podcast or on his panel. You know what, guys? Let's do this. We talking about all the gay stuff. Let's go. Let me show you how wicked and how cruel, how you know, just let me show y'all. Let's go to Genesis chapter 9 verse 13. Let's go to Genesis chapter 9 verse 13, guys. Genesis chapter 9 verse 13. As a matter of fact, we'll start at verse 12. And this is in regards to Noah and his sons after the Most High saw that everything that he created on the earth was wicked. The hearts of men were wicked. And there was all kinds of stuff going on today that it was back then. All sorts of stuff that you hear about, and all these things were going on like back then, they're occurring and happening today. This is what the Most High told Noah after he saw these things and flooded the earth. Genesis chapter 9, starting at verse 12. And the Most High said, "This is the sign of the covenant which I made between me and you," talking to Noah, "and every living creature that is with you," the ones that the Most High told Noah to bring on the ark of the ark, the boat. You know what I'm saying, to replenish the earth with the animals that Adam named, in which the Most High created. "This is the sign of the covenant which I make between me and you, and for every living creature that is with you, for perpetual generations." Excuse me. Perpetual generations, meaning everlasting generations, unlimited generations, non-stop. You know what I'm saying? Like overly loaded generations. Overly loaded generations. Okay? It says, "This is a covenant made between me and you and the earth. It shall be, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the rainbow shall be seen in the cloud." Let me repeat that. Genesis 9, verse 14. "It shall be, when I see a cloud, when I bring the cloud over the earth, that the rainbow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you, Noah, and every living creature of all flesh. The waters shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. The waters shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. The rainbow shall be in the cloud, and I will look on it to remember the everlasting covenant between me and every living creature of all flesh that is on the earth." And the Most High said to Noah, "This is the sign of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth." So in other words, the Most High said, excuse me, my pages are rising up because of my fan. But, so the Most High said, maybe that'll hold it down a little bit. No, that ain't working either. The Most High said, "Listen, I'm going to put a rainbow up in the clouds. And that rainbow is going to remind me, not that it needs to be reminded, but it is to remind me and to remind me of the covenant I made with you. This rainbow huh? This rainbow will remind me not to wipe out the whole world because of the covenant I made with you, Noah. And you know what y'all did? 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 You know what you did? You know what you did? You took that same rainbow. And now we got Pride Week. Excuse me. We got Pride Month. Pride Month in February. Same month as Black History Month. Is it Pride Week? It feels like it. I think it's Pride. Yeah, it's Black History Month, but Pride Week. During Black History Month. And then in that same month, we got to share Black History with Pride Week and Valentine's Day. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm mad. Y'all took that rainbow and you perversed it. Because at every Pride Week parade, I see the rainbow. Same rainbow that the Most High God created. Said he wasn't gonna wipe us out no more. And guess what y'all using? Guess what y'all using it for? You're using it to do the same thing that this particular damn episode is about. What's wrong with y'all? What are you doing? Is you begging them to do the same thing over again? What's wrong with y'all? Listen, he said he's going to put that in the sky to remind him not to do it again. And this is y'all symbol. This is y'all sign every time you have your parades. San Francisco, Las Vegas, Atlanta, Miami. What are you doing? I digress. I'm sorry. I told you to get your popcorn and your libations and your snacks and your favorite drink ready because it was going to be a long ride. I knew it was going to be a long ride based on the subject matter. Let's get back to it. I'm sorry.
You know,
It's a cycle.
I think you should have been in your argument.
It's spiritual.
No, it's not spiritual. It always starts with one step at a time. One, then two, then three.
Listen,
We can't, by your logic, we can't have a one because it didn't happen to.
you absolutely can, because it could be for another reason. For example, if you want to talk about, if you believe spiritually, right, and you say, well, the first person that was ever murdered was Cain and Abel, right? But the inception or the reason why he wound up killing his brother was based off of jealousy.
Yes.
Right, not because he have been killed.
But the point is
That's
that
no
that's
argument,
like, listen.
No, it's not.
I
You
could
don't,
sit here and
you don't
say,
understand because hold on, because like you don't really
hold
understand.
on, ABL. Let me make this
All right.
correlation. I could say, well, one of the reasons why our culture is so messed up is because we are raised by single parent households that.
Anton Daniels, you know what? At this point, I'm gonna need you to just, you know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga. You know how to play your cards, my boy. You know how to play your cards. Let Monte Carlo get to his last point on this particular episode concerning this matter. Now, mind you, what I just read to you about the rainbow, in which the Most High made a covenant with Noah to say he would never flood the earth in the way he did with water. And he would remind himself that he would never flood the earth because of the evil and wickedness of the earth and the people in it. That he would put a rainbow in the sky and that would remind him not to do it, whatever. We've been through that. Now, this is crazy. Because after the Most High told Noah this, guess what happened? The story of Sodom and Gomorrah. And just in case those of you that don't know about the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, let me take you through there. Let me take you through there. Whatever the fuck that means. Genesis 9, chapter 9, verse 13 was before Sodom and Gomorrah. So the covenant that the Most High made with Noah was before Sodom and Gomorrah. Then man does what man does. Mankind is gonna mankind. Life be lifing, bro. Life be lifing. Mankind is gonna mankind. So Genesis 19. Let's get to it. 2 angels came to Lot. I tell you what, let's just read it. Now 2 angels came to Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting in the gate of Sodom. When Lot saw them, he rose to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face towards the ground. And he said, "Hear now, my lords, please turn into your servant's house and spend the night and wash your feet. Then you may rise early and go on your way." Hey, man, come on in, bro. Like, I got something on the grill, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on in, man. Come on in. Just, y'all look like y'all want something to eat, man. Y'all like barbecue? Y'all cool? Y'all like steaks? You know what I'm saying? I got some lamb on the grill. And they said, let me see. "Hear now, my lords, please turn into your servant's house and spend the night and wash your feet, and you may rise early and go on your way." And they said, the 2 angels, the 2 angels who appeared as men said, "No, we will spend the night in the open square." Okay? We will spend the night in the open square. But he insisted strongly, so that they turned into him and entered his house. This was Lot saying, "No. Don't go out there, man. Come on in here. Come in the house, man. I got everything you need." You know what I'm saying? We can play spades or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We can play spades. You know what I'm saying? Just kick it. And they called to Lot and said to him, insisted strongly, so he turned into his house. Then he made them a feast and baked unleavened bread, and they ate. Now before they lay down, the men of the city of Sodom, both old and young, all the people from every quarter, surrounded the house. And they called to Lot and said to him, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Where them brothers at? Where them guys at that came to your house, my boy? Where they at? What's up? Where they at? Bring them out to us so that we may know them carnally."
Don't do that here.
Bring them out to us that we may know them carnally. Yeah, Lot. Yeah. Where them boys at? You brought up in the house. We seen them. We seen them because you do live, right here in the square where everything going on at. We know you stay. We seen these guys. They don't look like they from around these parts. They don't look like they from around these parts. Bring them out so we should know them carnally. We trying to really get to know these guys very well. So Lot went out to them, so Lot went out to them through the doorway and shut the door behind him and said, "Please, my brethren." So he went out the door. He went out the door, closed the door behind him, and speaking to the people that surrounded the house, "Please, my brethren, do not do so wickedly. See, now I have 2 daughters." He's like, "Do not do so wickedly. See now, listen, check this out. I got 2 daughters who have not known a man. Please, let me bring them out to you, and you may do to them as you wish." What kind of simple nigga, I don't know what type of time Lot was on. This is Abraham's nephew. But I wouldn't offer my daughters to these type of men at all. We have to just scrap it out. It'll just have to be blow for blow, wherever it may go. Wherever it may go. Listen, you can't have a portion of my cornbread. You get your own portion of cornbread. You can't have mine. So anyway, it goes on to say, let me get back to where I was. "Now I have 2 daughters who have known no man. Please let me bring them out to you. You may do with them as you wish. Do nothing to these men, since this is the reason they have come under the shadow of my roof. And they said to Lot, these guys that surround the house, stand back, get back up. You heard what we asked you to do. Then they said, this one came in to stay here, and he keeps acting as a judge. Now we will deal worse with you than with them. So they're like, oh, you ain't even from here anyway, my boy. You're not from Sodom or Gomorrah. We know that you just moved here from out of town. We know that you just moved here from out the state. We know that you just moved here from out the country. You're not from here, my boy. So because you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to bring your friends out. Oh, so when we do get them boys out your house, we gonna treat you worse than we gonna do to them, right? So then it goes on to say, it says, so they pressed hard against the man Lot, and came near to break down the door. But the men, the two angels who appeared as men on the inside of Lot's house, the men reached out their hands and pulled Lot into the house with them and shut the door. Pulled him in. Come in here, man. Man, close the door. Bow. Locked. And shut the door. And they struck the men who were at the doorway of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they became weary of trying to find the door. Some of these pages are falling out. Excuse me, man. Been using this and going back and forth through this thing for many years. So they grabbed Lot into the house, struck the men on the outside of Sodom and Gomorrah with blindness. They couldn't even find the door. Couldn't find it. They said, I like the way you scrambling and scraping for shit, Daddy. I like the way you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like the way you scrambling and scraping for shit, Daddy. They were scrambling and scraping for shit outside of Lot's door. Yeah, take that. Take that. Come out and play. Take that. Take that. They were scrambling and scraping outside of Lot's door. Yeah. Then from there, those two angels that were sent down destroyed all of Sodom and Gomorrah. Did we not read the scripture where it says, nor sodomites, nor homosexuals would inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Didn't we read that in, what was it? I believe it was 1 Corinthians chapter 6, 9 through 11. And we're talking about the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, in which if you go on YouTube right now and you research Sodom and Gomorrah present day, that the sulfur and salt is still there. Certain structures are still there. I believe they even said Wat's life that turned into salt because she looked back. And the angels told her, don't look back. Told Lot and everybody in that house not to look back when the angels was destroying Sodom and Gomorrah. Fire and brimstone poured on Sodom and Gomorrah. Completely destroyed. So that's like today's Sodom and Gomorrah, in my opinion, it would be equivalent to San Francisco and Atlanta. That's my Sodom and Gomorrah as far as me living here in the United States, because we got plenty of Sodom and Gomorrahs all across the world, to be honest, because I mean, obviously Sodom and Gomorrah wasn't even in the United States, not these people, not these particular places. However, the actions thereof, the sentiments thereof, the character thereof I feel reside in San Francisco and Atlanta. If I had to add to it, Las Vegas, Miami. Now, are there some scattered abroad? Yeah, of course they are. But the epicenter, the hub, you know what I'm saying? San Francisco, Atlanta. And we could definitely throw New York in there too. Manhattan, we can definitely throw Manhattan in there as well. Absolutely. That's just me though. That's just me. So, like I said, man, we've been going on, let me see, about an hour and 20 minutes at this point. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. You know, I really feel like, you know, I've proven my points based on my particular train of thought, my, you know, way of interpreting the scriptures, the Bible, according to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. I'm very interested to see what you guys feel about this, how you guys feel about this. I know that you guys a lot of y'all are so open-minded, so lost, or lost in your own ways or your own thoughts. I mean, I can get lost in my own thoughts too, but I know that you guys have your own opinions, thoughts about this particular subject matter, and I'm interested to hear what you got to say. If I could leave the link to the description for this particular show from Anton Daniels' channel, I will. In my description, I will leave the link for that if I can. That way that you guys can actually watch the, you know, full thing for yourself. But yeah, I'm interested to know what you guys think, how you feel about it. Please leave your comments. You already know what to do when you're watching YouTube, man. I shouldn't have to tell you, but you already know what I'm gonna ask you to do. Please subscribe to the channel. Like, if you enjoy content like this, like it, subscribe, share it, leave comments so that we can have a dialogue. And, you know, it's more to come. It's more, of course, you know, I'm going to always be trying to put out some more content. But today's topic, even the animals know better. And let me say this before I even wrap this up. And I'm sorry to prolong it, but what I mean is with the animals knowing better. Let me get to that. Animals know what male and female is. It don't matter what animal you talk about. It could be a lion, it could be a tiger, it could be a bear, it could be a sheep, it could be a goat, it could be a bird, it could be a fish, it could be anything. I mean, it could be animals know better than human beings. How in the hell are we supposed to rule over animals, as the Bible said we should be doing? We're supposed to be rulers. We're supposed to rule over the animals. But yet the animals have, you know, they have a better, they know better. They're smarter than we are. And before I said all things I said about liking and subscribing, I should have wrapped it up with this, and I'm wrapping it up with it now. But even the animals know better. Lions know not to get with, a male lion know not to get with another male lion. That just don't add up. Just like Anton Daniels said, well, it's just natural for a man, you know, I don't see a man this, that, and the other doing. But then you come up with this bullshit after the fact that kind of, you know, you're on the fence about it. Like, what are you talking about? Animals know better. You tell me when you see a lion get with a zebra. That's the one thing. That's really, if you want to say that, you know what I'm saying? That's like, we can compare like a man from one country being with a woman from another country, two different ethnic background. That would pertain to that. But you'll never see a lion get with a male lion. A male lion get with a male lion. Female lion get with a female lion. Or whatever animal you could think of. You will never see them mixing and matching. Like even they know not to do that. You don't see a leopard trying to put, as far as like clothes and stuff that, you know, those people, you know, that tend to live that lifestyle, you know, they get Some of them you can't tell, some of them you can't. But some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all really take it to the extreme, and y'all really be like Magic Johnson's son. That Magic Johnson's son, RuPaul, all these drags, these transformers, you can't tell whether or not they are or aren't male or female. You can't tell. And that's scary as hell. And a lot of people that got hurt and unalive because of this same thing. You can't tell, and then by the time you find out, you didn't snap. Something going, like, it's nothing good that's gonna come from that. Even the animals know better. Okay? You don't see a leopard trying to be a panther. You don't see a panther wearing leopard's fur. You don't see a bear wearing a lion's fur, or a lion wearing a bear's fur. You don't see gorillas, a silverback gorilla trying to be an alligator or wear an alligator skin. You just don't see things in nature that the animals do that human beings do. How do the animals know better than we do when it comes to this particular subject and this topic of conversation? You ought to be ashamed of your damn selves. Even the animals know better. Even the animals know better. Like I said before, I am Monte Carlo, your host of the Monte Carlo Show. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for the time that you've invested in watching this particular episode. I told you it was going to be a long ride, but I filled the tank before we got on the road. Thank y'all so much for riding with me. You know what I'm saying? We made it to our destination. We here. Like, share, subscribe, leave your comments, tell me about your thoughts. And thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Monte Carlo Show.
This is...
All right, we out of here. Let's get it.
That's all I do. That's all I do. That's all I do.
Yeah. I'll make you think of
That's all I do.
Don't let the helping hand secret touch your sabotage. It's only Lucky Luciano's in this thing of ours. Don't let the helping hand secret touch your sabotage. Getting close to people, so it's wishing every God. Don't let the helping hand secret touch your sabotage. It's only Lucky Luciano's in this thing of ours. Don't let the helping hand secret touch your sabotage. About my time in the chest, we lost some souls in the street. We can never get back, so we live with regret as we deal with the evils, keeping them back doors locked. When dealing with certain people, the vibes are never deceiving, so please don't let them deceive you. Friends get crossed out for enemies. These some treacherous people. Stay on point like a needle. Keep your head on a swivel. You know the streets gon' plot, cause the plot where they trying to put you. Come on. Look, if patience is a virtue, I make time in my friend. That's what I do. The streets don't love you, so I don't love them. That's what I do. If it's earth, wind, and fire, guess I'm one with the wind. That's what I do. Hey, mama said if they smiling in your face, you better watch that friend. People so it's pushing every cause. Don't let them helping hands secret touch your sabotage. It's only Lucky Luciano's in this thing of ours. Don't let them helping hands secret touch your sabotage.
sabotage. To be the closest people to us, wishing their regard. But when the helping hands be your touch is sabotage. It's only Lucky Luciano's in his thing of art. Don't let the helping hands be your touch is sabotage.
That's all I do. That's all I do. That's all I do. That's all I do.
And remember, when you see me, say shalom.